Third gear. Woo, buddy. You got right outside. This thing will be out here in a few weeks, boys. I can't wait. Super stoked. '56 car, hydro e-brake. Hey guys, what's going on today? Chad and I just made a quick trip, get some aluminum for the old Dakota just fucking works. The old shift kit, eh?
Shit's pretty quick, eh? Gets you going.
Yeah. No, this thing works good. But yeah, we just went and got some aluminum for a custom intake for the Supra that Mike Breau is gonna fab up for us, and then just grab some miscellaneous steel pieces just to have. So, same with some aluminum ends, so we can make some swirl pots or really anything really.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just gonna probably grab a quick coffee and then
Coffee, sandwich, something.
coffee, whatever, and then we're gonna go finish that Jeep too. So I'll show you guys how I got along with that there yesterday at the end. And yeah, we'll see you here in a minute.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? So I just want to show you what I did yesterday. Buddy's bringing us the new studs, like I said, the new nuts for our new studs, and I had cut this out. You got a light, Chad?
Yeah, bro.
Sorry. So I had cut this out here. You guys can see. Basically, the best way for doing that was I cut these off, and then you'd have to take the whole wheel bearing off to change the studs. So I just cut the dust shield a little bit. You can see it's all still solid.
Because this is a mud truck.
Yeah, it's a mud truck.
It's not worth taking apart, like, all the extra labor to hack that off.
Yeah,
hack it off.
exactly. So you can see here the axle nuts. I had torches on it, but it didn't want to come off. So this was the best solution. We got them changed out now. You guys can see they're all actually in all the way. So I got them all in. And then we're going to put the rotor back on here. Set this on. Alright, so we got that on, and then we're gonna have the spacer. So when he brings us the bolts,
and they're they're a little bit shorter than the stock one, so you don't have to cut them or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just a little bit shorter, so
yeah. So the reason why we put all new studs is someone had beat one of the ends, and we couldn't.
Yeah, because it was longer.
Yeah,
so they beat it in.
So then so it would bottom out. So that's why I had to cut them off. You guys can see here. Right. So I just took my time, saved the spacer. And yeah, I'll show you basically how to bleed the brakes on this.
Like, even if you have a Cherokee and you're gonna go through all this mess, sometimes it is easier to just hack that off.
Yeah,
because it really doesn't do anything.
No,
I mean, on this old truck,
you don't need
keeps dust out. Really.
Yeah, but even with the dust shield, that's still solid.
Yeah, it's still in the front. Yeah,
it's solid.
Like
that ain't going
so
on.
I mean, yeah.
Show them this side too. So basically, Chad installed the intake just to help him out because it had you guys.
Grab a clamp and
you guys seen the piece there?
Yeah.
Besides that.
Couldn't have him leave with that.
This side's good. I told him to get studs, nuts for the studs for this side also, just to have all new ones. But you guys can see new caliper. It's already full of fluid, and we just got to bleed the whole system.
Looks like it's all greased up. You already greased it?
No, they had it greased.
Okay.
After the fact, it was all beat out.
Right.
And then the Supra. I'll show you this. So I started working on it yesterday. Robert's still gonna come here. I gotta bring this down a little bit more. You guys can see, but we're just gonna get Mike to take those real quick, fix that, and then you guys can see here we got it all started. There's a lot of paint back here. I got it off. Took a couple hours, but
Yeah, that was thick.
it's like a piece of glass now. It's flat. Yeah. So, and then same with the quarter on this side. Just gonna finish the bumpers and the 2 front fenders, and then
Nose
this.
cone? There's a little nose cone.
Yeah, there's a little nose cone, front little piece there,
Yeah.
and the top of the headlights. So we still got a decent little bit of work there, but it'll, yeah,
the mirrors too.
Yeah, the mirrors. It'll be on high build here, hopefully within the next week or so.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys check in, and we'll go from there.
Well, we'll get this hopefully dressed up a little bit more today too.
Yeah, we're gonna get this cleaned up, repaint it black, get everything all fresh, and then we'll install this in the next couple of days. We're just letting the paint fully cure, so it's dry. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's definitely dry. Yeah,
it's
but
dry.
we
It's
want it
just
to
when you
fully cure.
when you sandwich the bolts down, it's a water base, so it actually can twist the paint underneath. So the longer we let it harden up, the better it's gonna be. So
That's nice. You let it dry.
oh yeah,
Let it
yeah. So we still got to do a couple small things to the motor, like I told you guys. So we're gonna pull that out, pull the pan and stuff. You should, yeah, you should go get the other stuff too. So
Oh, yeah, I'll go grab it.
yeah, so basically what's going on is Mike's gonna cut this flat on his bandsaw, get it all cleaned up. So this is the second piece of it's just like a 2J. So a 2J is 2 pieces, the injector is set across, this bolts on. So we're making a top plenum. So we're gonna cut these holes identically into this here. You'll see, right? And then this is obviously too long, but it's gonna be basically like that with the holes, and then we can make our box on the top for our top plenum. It's gonna come out here, and then the throttle body will be here, and then the intercooler. So it's basically all it'll come across here, boom, throttle body, come down to the cooler, across, back up to the turbo. So the turbo's gonna be roughly there, and yeah. So this is all stuff that we had picked up. We just went to Tri-Province, a local yard around here. So I go to DR Scrap sometimes to see Ron, but for the most part I go to Tri-Province. It's pretty close. So all this stuff was in the steel bin, so it's real cheap.
This stuff here, yeah.
Yeah, real cheap. So we got that cut and made, but
Yeah.
so this is just stuff laying around that was there.
Says that customer didn't want or whatever.
Yeah.
Ordered it, didn't take it.
Yeah, so if they had
you pay the weight price.
yeah, so if they had a full piece, say a 12-foot piece of this, and Buddy only needed 8, well, this is what's left over, the 2 pieces, right? To get his full length. Same with this, just little things. This could be intercooler brackets.
What did that cost me? $1?
Yeah, I think this was like exactly like $2 for this. It's
So
just
it's
about
just-
a pound. I think it was $2.20 a pound.
$2.20.
Yes, sir. So
So
yeah.
up and down too, right?
Yeah.
Fluctuates, so.
So something like this, you could drill your 2 holes, cut it, 2 holes, cut it, weld that, get Mike to weld that right to the intercooler, and then you can have your brackets. You know what I mean? The old brackets kind of come off these bolts here, this bolt here. So we'll figure that out once we.
Seems like this. Like, say you take this. If you had like something like 2 of them, hack them.
Yeah.
For an old catch can, you take an old oil filter, hack it, take the baffle out, put the baffle inside.
Yeah.
And then you got yourself like a
Don't-
baffled oil catch can. Like
Mike's
for
got
a
a-
home, do it DIY.
Yeah, but that's
It's small, but I mean, the one on my truck's only a little.
it's
bit
still
bigger.
gonna work.
Still
Yeah.
gonna work.
So
It'd be kind of sweet for what
and
I
then
paid.
just this piece of steel and stuff we'll just use for
Anything, who knows?
anything. Fixing boxes or fixing rockers or building brackets. I even use this stuff on my all-wheel drive piece. So the 2 holes are drilled, and then there's a cross pipe that goes to the frame, and then your rear diff bolts to this, and then you got the back spacing. So I'll show you guys that here soon. The parts that I ordered should be in, I don't know, they're gonna be in probably hopefully a week. Like I've been waiting, but because of the coronavirus thing that's going on, China shut right down. So for cores, KLM uses their cores. They're out of the 800s to 1000s, and they're out of the 1000 to 1200 horsepower cores. So we're gonna go with the big boy, the 6-inch core. and dual back door, so should be here soon. But make sure you guys check back in for that. I'm gonna get to work on this Jeep, and I'll show. Yeah, what are you doing?
I gotta fix the mount on the Dodge.
He's gonna fix the mount on the Dodge. So
got it inspected, didn't realize it was bad. So.
Yeah, so just gonna change out that one mount, and the Dodge is ready to go. So we got a guy coming down, hopefully from Fredericton.
He's really interesting.
There's another guy from St. John.
Really
so we got actually probably 5-6 good bites on it, and we're just waiting.
That we got a Honda that I'm looking at too that we might go grab. Another Audi that's like a scrap car, but
and the Skyline.
And there's a Skyline.
Found a nice Skyline that we're looking at. We'll
see. My buddy's got dibs, and if he don't want it, because he's got a couple cars he's thinking about, he wants a project. So if he don't want it, then I'm gonna jump on it.
Yeah.
Behind him. Just
let us know if you guys would like to see a Skyline on the channel.
Yeah, Skyline. That'd be fun.
Yeah. So my cousin, my cousin Brittany's got that nice one too. We'll show them that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think everybody else. Yeah, I think everybody would like to see a
we got a couple extra turbos around here too to get our turbos.
Well, that's it. We got 3 or 4 good turbos sitting around. So.
Yeah, enough stuff.
Yeah. All right, guys.
We'll see, man.
Oh yeah, Mike with his Supra. All right, guys. So we're just finishing up here for today. Chad and I tried to give me a hand. We got the brakes bled on this thing. So I actually just went to fire it up to make sure that everything was done right. We had proper brake pressure, and then we noticed the 2 batteries that he had brought us were both dead. So this one's got 8 volts, the other one's got 2 volts. So we had our charger, still didn't want to go. So I said, Chad, go get your new battery. So we put a new battery in it here, and it's got 12.6 volts. So then we hooked it up, and then it keeps blowing this fuse. So Chad and I started scratching our head because it started real hard the other day. You guys seen in the video yesterday.
Right.
We had to boost it and get it going. So we thought it should fire up. I mean, it's been in a warm garage, but besides that, so we unhooked everything. We put a new fuse in it. It popped it again. So then we actually tried to bypass the whole unit and just power to the fuse box to whip everything else. I had the key in my hand. Still blowing fuse.
Light made up, yeah.
So the only thing that it can be, I mean, this is a mud truck. It sees the mud quite often. And then, so the only other thing it could be is we got a corroded wire somewhere. So somewhere ground's going into power.
Because there was no cover on this.
Yeah, there was no cover on this. There still is no cover. So
yeah, we don't have a cover.
So it's got 12 volts on this side when we hook everything up back right. But as soon as we try to put a fuse in, it pops a fuse. So
no key, no nothing.
No key, nothing. It's gotta be. So there's corroded wire somewhere.
Corroded wire,
yeah. So besides that, we got the intake on. It's got a clamp. So Chad sold that to him. This side's all new. We got new bolts, new studs. So I mean, besides the wiring problem that just occurred, he also said too in the summer when he was in the woods, he'd unhook his battery because he thought the radio. Radiator's probably killing it too. Right. So anyways, yeah, if you guys want, check back in tomorrow and we'll show you a little bit of wiring testing and whatnot. And besides that, I started picking away on the Supra again. So the bumper here. So for all you like MK3 guys, you can tell them, Chad, the bumpers.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do
it's a mod for the intercooler.
The A spec or whatever.
Yeah. The Skylines have it too.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's such a narrow, right?
So
I mean, you only see a little bit of my intercooler.
Yeah. So we'll cut this all out so you can see the intercooler, and that'll look pretty good. So it makes
pretty beat up old bumper, so it's not like
so I'm excited for that.
It's gonna be sweet. Have to cut the steel bumper too when you do it though.
Yeah.
You have to like.
Yeah. So we took out this back piece here. You guys can see. So it's just saving weight everywhere is where we can.
Everywhere we can, yeah.
Yep.
Cut that all out.
But yeah, guys. So check back in tomorrow, and we'll see you on the next one.
Fun happening for sure, right?
Yeah.
Always fun.
Yeah. Well, we also got the boost controller for the Toyota. So.
Maybe we'll leave them and I'll pick you up with the truck tomorrow. And
yeah, that'd be cool.
Maybe if you want to. We'll make a video on the way back.
Yeah.
Keep pulling over.
Yeah, so right now it's hitting, what, 6-7 pounds
it's like
at
a
the
very
most?
worn out 32-year-old wastegate. So it's like, yeah, just like 5.5.
Yeah. So we'll turn that up to about like 14, you think?
Yeah, well. I mean,
12, 14, we'll see. It's got a fuel pressure regulator on it too, so I mean.
Let's see what it does at 12.
that's something that we can
Yeah,
do.
we can turn that too and play around with that.
Yeah, because right now it's once it starts pulling in the boost, the vacuum starts feeding more. So crank it up 5 pounds.
You crank it up
both ways.
Yeah, right.
So
exactly 5 pounds each. There.
Right. So all right, guys. So tomorrow Mike's supposed to be coming here too. We actually, well, you guys seen it earlier that we got the stuff for this. So we'll have that top plenum. Mike's gonna make his piece, and then it'll come all like I showed you earlier. So
crazy. We'll probably use what, that piece there? Is this the
well,
one
yeah. You have this, or we have even bigger stock. So it's actually tapered. So it's gonna it'll actually taper back, and then he's gonna cap it, and then we'll have it out with the flange. So
probably big enough, but I mean, compared to stock.
Once it's going across.
Yeah.
Right.
All lined up.
That'll be
cool. I mean, we have like, look at this one.
Yeah, we got big stuff too.
This looks sick. Picture that. I see that.
So what's gonna happen? He's gonna make his top piece, and then he'll cut out a certain amount all the way, and then weld it solid to this, and cap the back half off. So
at an angle, yeah,
that'll look pretty cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice, and then come back out.
Right, and then we'll
throttle body.
Yeah, the throttle body's gonna be over down this way.
Yeah, it's
instead of up where it normally goes.
So make sure you guys check in for that tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Okay, guys, peace out. Look at this smoke back there.
That was mid.